Boom.
What a Valentine's Day week that was.
Oh, wow. Man.
I ate every Queen Anne in the fridge, and I am a felon now.
Yeah.
Technically, the amount of Queen Anne's I ate is treason in America.
The Easter Bunny left me something real nice.
So many brown droppings for me to eat. Little cherries inside.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's the Easter Bunny on Valentine's Day. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Easter Bunny. What a big basket you've got. Well, if we're talking about stripping Easter bunnies, you know you're listening to Candy is
Dandy.
the Candy Candy Review.
I think we are officially the again.
We've been the.
We
are
are the.
always the. We are the. See, now, in the last episode. And we. I'm Daniel America.
I'm Beto Sistos.
I'm Greg Gonzalez.
Long may they. I had to sing that legally after singing the Canadian or British national anthem in the last episode. This is the Candy Review Show where we, each episode, pick a different candy. We give the history of the candy. We taste the candy. We rate the candy. We play a candy game. And then the Easter Bunny comes back in.
And we make Beto fight him.
For Easter, we got Beto a Bruce Lee sound effects machine.
Hey, remember at this guy's bachelor party when we were watching Enter the Dragon?
Oh, yeah.
It was great. I had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Lee has been, a few episodes ago, we were talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's right. Yeah.
Speaking of Bruce Lee.
Did you ever play the Star Wars Risk? Was it that I got you? Or
Yes,
was it
I
Monopoly?
did. No, it was Star Wars Risk.
Yeah.
It was fun because you got it for me.
Oh, that's so.
It was there was something about so there were two elements where like there was the Risk part of it, but then you also had to kill Darth Vader.
Oh, wow.
Or Luke Skywalker. Like there were two sides. Like even if you lost one, you could if you lost the Battle of Endor, you could still win the war of
on terror.
You could still win the war on Jar Jar. Yeah, I did play it, and
cool.
it's a lot of fun.
Hell
hey,
yeah.
let's play it right now.
All right, let's go.
I carry it with me everywhere. So before we start anything, we of course have a top of the show.
Top of the show to you.
Oh wait, no, that's a Russian song. That's more of a Russian anthem. Yeah, so our top of the show. So I posted the autopsy of Tony's Chocolonely on our TikTok, and which is at Candy is Dandy Pod, and you're going to follow it. But so multiple people apparently thought that Tony's Chocolonely was called Tony Chocolonely.
Like baloney?
Yeah, like this is just some Italian guy named Tony
Hey,
Chocolonely.
Chocolonely.
No, not lonely, just lonely. Hey, I'm Tony Chocolonely here, and this is my chocolate. No coincidence. Not related to chocolate. I just happen to make chocolate. That's my real name.
Emails correcting you saying no, it's Tony Chocolonely.
Listen, Grandpa.
Nobody corrects me. That
email. They slid into my DMs.
Oh my God.
No, people were just commenting like, "Oh, I didn't. I always thought it was called Tony Chocolonely."
Okay, yeah. I mean, that rolls way better.
It honestly does.
I would like it to be Tony Chocolonely.
Yeah, Tony Chocolonely.
I would like to no longer be Tony Chocolonely.
With a name like that, I would expect a character drawn, like a logo that you can it's Chocolonely.
Like it's like Chuck E. Cheese. Like, come on down to Tony Chocolonely's.
Yeah,
you
can get food poisoning from fish and chips.
We don't have slave labor, unlike Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, I thought it was like a weird Mandela effect. That they also thought it was called Tony Choco-Berenstein Bears. But yeah, people are dumb on the internet.
They call it Valentine's Day.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, what the
Something
heck?
stupid
Crazy.
like people calling it Valentine's Day. Valentine's is on my side. So now we, of course, have a beloved segment called Candy News. There's a Spider-Man meme happening right now.
Right now.
All of us pointing at each other to who is going to deliver the candy news. But actually, it's me, Tony Chocolonely. And I'm here straight out of Alba.
You say Aldi?
Straight out of Aldi.
Straight out Aldi.
Yo, so you heard my album. This is what an Italian guy sounds like.
Tony, you're coming off really aggressive right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm from Alba. I'm from Aldi. What do you expect? And this is, I brought some news here. It's actually pronounced news. People think it's news a lot, but surprise, surprise, people are dumb on TikTok. Wow, here's Daniel back for a second. Tony Chocolonely is getting stupider and stupider sounding by the second. He's
so mad about slave labor. He can't make words right.
He's going in reverse order of John Travolta's career. He started out in Michael, and then he went to Saturday Night Fever, and he's now in Welcome Back, Kotter days right now. What do you mean? Sit on it. Oh, that's the wrong show. Up your nose with the rubber hose.
I think he's having a stroke. I think you should just leave the news and we'll read it for him.
Tony Chocolonely doesn't get strokes. He
doesn't get smokes. He smells toast.
So he doesn't just get stroked. This is a fair trade stroke that he's having right now, and everyone's getting every burst brain cell is getting paid fairly for this.
Whoa! The little kids pick this medicine from plants. I need to know.
Has this aspirin been picked in Madagascar? Or was it,
Yeah, he should lie down. He's very tired. He's tuckered. He's feeling a little bit cranky about slave labor. Oh no, he's becoming Sylvester Stallone now.
Adrian, I'm so chocolonely. Here's the news.
Oh boy!
What's lower than John Travolta? Sylvester Stallone.
Can I read the news this time?
Yeah.
I want to do your limericks.
Okay. So here, let me send you a picture of this.
Okay.
And I'll tell you. Just read this first line.
Okay.
And I want to hear you really sell this.
Okay.
He gets to proofread first, right?
No, and it's really offensive. So just don't even think about it. Just say it.
Yeah. It's okay. Everybody says that word. It's a word for everybody.
It's okay. Sylvester Stallone said it in a recording. I'm going to crop it so you see what I want you to read.
Oh, because the rest of the news is a secret.
Yeah.
Well, he let Tony Chocolonely look at it.
Oh, wait. It's airdropping it to you. Do you know how to airdrop? Because I don't.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Are you both Apple users?
Oh, you're not?
I'm more an orange guy.
Tony Chocolonely only uses apples that have been picked by fully paid, and everybody who picks an apple gets a high school diploma. Now I'm turning into Tony Choco Seinfeld. What's the deal with all this unpaid labor going on in Africa?
I love it. He's a scumbag. Do you want me to sing this?
It's not meant to be sung, but sure, you could sing it.
I was going to ask you for to hum it out for me, but we're good.
No, it's just the word. It is the title of a song.
Yeah,
but it doesn't require being sang.
Tip this to Daniel. This one's called.
Well, this guy sounds hot.
Give him a cordial.
quick, pop 4 cordials in my mouth.
This one's called Stars and Zebra Stripes Forever. Is that good?
I mean, it was a little too toothy for how I sound. But
yeah.
Hey, Daniel's a Dick Tracy villain. We all know that about him. Stars and Zebra Stripes Forever.
So now that perfect impression of me is perfect and perfectly hurtful. So this is stale candy news by this time, but
I feel like this is a story that loses its flavor real quick.
You mean the variation of the joke that every single article I read about this story, I wanted to make that, but so many of the articles about this made that same sort of thing, and I was like, I can't just play into what HuffPo wants me to say. So
my favorite Harry Potter Hogwarts school, favorite Hogwarts class.
You sir are a HuffPo.
Yeah, HuffPo.
Now release this video of Hulk Hogan having sex. Was that them or who was that?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I should know.
Go back to bed.
So this one, it has to be addressed, though, even though this did happen a while ago. The Ferrara brand has decided to discontinue both Super Bubble and Fruit Stripe.
Oh, and I didn't know about Super Bubble.
Yeah, that's what's not being really talked about in this story.
Super Bubble. Which one's Super Bubble?
You would always get them on Halloween. They're individually wrapped pink bubble gums.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They were really good.
Yeah.
What
the heck?
They always had a little dust on them, right?
Yes, they were very dusty. Dusty.
Disty.
So Fruit Stripe gum has been around since 1969, coming in cherry, lemon, orange, peach smash, and wet and wild melon.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day was last week. With the beloved Yipes the zebra on the package. The decision was made based on consumer preferences and dwindling sales in chewing gum overall. Super Bubble is even older, coming out in 1946. They were the first individually wrapped bubble gum.
Wow. Everything before that was Big Chew.
Yeah, you had to pull it off of like a communal.
A communal wall. I will say, well, if you have more. Continue.
No, I don't. I just have a really funny closing line. You want me to read that too? I think you should read that too. I'm going to text this to you.
Text it to me.
You say what you're saying and I'll text this to you.
But that like 4 seconds of Fruit Stripes that had flavor was so good.
It was really good.
So tasty.
Yeah.
So fruity.
Same goes to the Super Bubble.
Yeah, Super Bubble too, yeah.
Am I remembering them correctly where the wrapping for the gum was a temporary tattoo?
Yeah, I think
I don't think it was the wrapping. I think there was a temporary tattoo in the Fruit Stripe packaging.
Right.
Okay, that's what it was.
If you put gum on your skin long enough, it will leave a temporary tattoo.
My coworker gave me an Orbit gum that was wrapped, and he said you can eat the wrapper.
No
and the
way.
wrapper like was starting to dissolve. But here's the thing about that.
You can even eat the wrapper.
And it was like a metallic looking wrapper? Or was like
it was like a paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
It's sort of like, it was a little bit waxy, but it did dissolve, but not fully, but it kept me from swallowing the gum.
So you could eat the wrapper, or it was designed so that you would
That's
eat
my
the
question.
wrapper?
I should have asked the second question instead of just putting paper in my mouth. Be like, oh yeah, prove it.
Greg's lifelong love-hate relationship with his stomach and gum is never ending. Do I swallow the gum? Do I swallow the wrapper? The answer is no to both every time.
Every single time. I feel like if I've eaten, let's say, 1,000 pieces of gum in my life, I've swallowed probably 900. And I'm fine.
Those are pretty good odds. That's like Babe Ruth.
I feel like old school like rubber gum, we shouldn't have swallowed. But like gum nowadays has to be safe to swallow.
It has to be safe.
It has to be safe.
Everything these days are safe to be swallowed. Like
Like
microplastics and water bottles. Like that's safe to eat.
Yeah.
You can eat styrofoam now.
You could totally do
It's just rice crackers.
So Greg, what's our closing line on this? Greg just wrote this. So if it's really funny, I wrote it actually, but if it's not funny, Greg did just write this.
So let us bid Fruit Stripe and Super Bubble a fine and tender achoo.
It's not really a chew, it's a chew. Like
Achoo.
adieu.
Oh, adieu.
Yeah.
Got it. I thought it was a sneeze at the end. Achoo.
I was doing text to type and I sneezed at the end. So I've been going around actually trying to find Fruit Stripe before it's off the shelves.
Oh.
So that we could do it, but I could not find. It's already gone.
eBay.
eBay.
Yeah.
Where all the best candy is on eBay. But yeah, that is our very sad edition of Candy News. I totally forgot my voice.
No.
Wait a minute. Okay, let me get into character.
There you are.
Nope, that's not it. No,
Hey.
I'm not. That's it. There you go.
He turned into a monster.
Oh no, Tim Allen gone on playing with Buddy Holly and Richie Valens. Oh no.
Oh, baby. You want what? More power?
Oh my god. Is there a way that I can skip ahead?
No.
Do I have a button?
That power rests solely with the listener, and it is up to
lucky
them.
listeners.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tony Chocoloni's dead, but he left me his voice in case I want to use it anytime in the future. So Beto, this is your episode.
Oh, yeah.
You did not tell us what this can. This is a true surprise to us.
This is a 100% surprise.
It's not like the time that you tried to surprise us and accidentally showed it to us in the parking lot because you had it in your hand.
You just went looking. I wasn't showing. All right.
If you look far enough down my chest, sure, you'll see a little bit of it. I wanted you to look at it, so
I always check your hands to make sure you're not trying to stab me when I see you.
That's smart.
Because I've been fool me once.
yeah.
All right. Guesses?
I thought it
Just
was.
a guess.
I was thinking it was going to be Hershey's Kisses because you mentioned that it had
wow.
something to do with white elephant, and
Yeah.
I remember white, at least the white elephant I was a part of.
Yeah.
There were Hershey's around, so I thought it was Hershey related.
It's long, so I'm gonna say it's like the sour belts or the sour straws.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Didn't we do the sour, or were they were part of?
No, I don't remember.
Did we do Kisses?
Yeah, right here.
You were actually kind of close. This is way off brand for me.
Oh my God!
We are doing
Chocolate cherry cordials.
York Peppermint Patties.
yeah.
The liberation of France. Everyone celebrating in the street.
Hey, nurse, get over here.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony Chocolonely, get out of that nurse's uniform. This is exciting.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Who picked Junior? You picked
I
Junior
picked
Mints.
Junior Mints.
Okay.
At one of the buildings at work, they have a tray of candy, and this week they had Andy's Mints.
Oh,
and I had
wow.
one of them. I thought, good for Detty.
Those are
Detty-
excellent.
Detty likes this very much.
But we're not here to talk about
No, we're
Andy's
not.
Mints. We're talking
Talk about
about
the
a
third one.
different country.
A different, not the Andes.
Not the Andes, the Yorks.
The Yorks. York Peppermint Patties are quite simply a peppermint confection enrobed in dark chocolate.
That's been reverse dipped.
You gotta disrobe that baby.
York is distinguishable from other peppermint candies because it is relatively firm on the outside and chewy, if not grainy, on the inside.
It's a very distinct texture.
Yeah.
And I really love treats, candy, or like Hostess cakes in a disc shape.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of ding dongs, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
I like to see my teeth imprints.
Yeah. Yeah, take that.
That's why
I'm stronger than you.
I like my favorite candy is the stuff you bite into and they mold your teeth for your retainer. I love that candy.
Take that.
The story of York Peppermint Patties, or as I like to call them, York Peepees, begin with a man named Henry Kessler. In 1920, Kessler started an ice cream cone company.
Okay.
Just the cone? Is
Just
that what
the
it was
cone.
called also?
Just
Just
the
the cone.
Just a cone, man. Just a cone.
To capitalize on the ice cream boom that took place during Prohibition. People,
Was there really a ice cream boom during because people were just like, I gotta have something. I got
Yeah.
a rum raisin, please, rum raisin.
people looking for a satisfying alternative to alcohol often turn to ice cream to drown their sorrows.
What?
Advancements in
Is that why you don't drink but you eat ice cream all the time? Is that what
I
it
don't
is?
eat. I
runs in the
try
family.
not to eat ice cream all the time, but I would eat ice cream all the time. I've got a lot of sorrow.
I actively don't eat ice cream all the time, daily.
I remember specifically looking up why an ice cream cone company because I thought that was so weird.
It is very strange, but maybe he's like, I can't get access to
Cream.
cream
Rock
and
salt.
rock salt. Yeah.
All I have is rhythm and blues salt.
Advancements in refrigeration also meant that ice cream was plentiful and relatively inexpensive. Kessler called his company the York Cone Company,
Okay.
which got its name from the city it was in, York, Pennsylvania.
Got it. Yorkies.
And New York is the new version of York, Pennsylvania.
Right. They were trying to perfect it.
No British history here.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not this episode.
And never again. And that's the Candy Does Any promise. Sorry, British Candy Commissary.
All America forever.
Yeah.
In 1940, after a solid run in the cone game, Kessler decided to branch out into candy. He experimented with a variety of recipes with the goal of making a candy that was both refreshing and satisfying to eat. He eventually settled on his favorite recipe, a minty and chocolatey concoction he called York Peppermint Patties.
Is he the one who coined the phrase patty, like a peppermint patty?
Other peppermint patties existed.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it is, when you stop and think about it, it's a patty, a peppermint.
It's a peppermint patty.
Yeah, it's it is just like a hamburger patty. Like it's a patty of
oh,
peppermint.
totally.
You can put an egg on it.
The advancement here, or the distinction here, is that a lot of peppermint patties had a gooey inside similar to Junior Mints.
Okay. Yeah. A little liquidy.
His was a firm inside.
Okay. It seems like, I wonder if making candy stems from wanting to make toppings to go on ice cream. If he's trying to revolve around ice cream with
Yeah.
all the additional periphery things.
You know, it would be good if a peppermint patty was kind of like almost like a wrist shield on your ice cream cone.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, like a buckler.
So like the drip would go in that, and then you eat the peppermint
I see what
patty.
you're
Or
saying.
when like someone tries to cut your arm off when you're eating
Right. Yeah, the Star Wars special.
the Star Wars special.
Yeah, someone cuts your hand off.
Kessler was extremely meticulous with his new candy. Each batch of York Peepees was thoroughly inspected
Or pee-pee.
to ensure standards were met in taste, texture, and appearance. Samples were pooled and subjected to the snap test. If a patty did not cleanly break down the middle when snapped in half, the entire batch was rejected.
Wow, really?
Is that still the standard they hold it to?
Hard for me to say.
Because I feel like they don't. I feel like they stretch more than they snap, right? Or maybe
find
it's
out.
just been a while since I've had one.
We're going to snap test these bad boys, so we're going to
test
find
them.
out.
I'm gonna crack them, and Greg's gonna pop them.
I'm going to crack them, Mummy, and you can't stop me,
I'm
Mummy.
going to rip mine.
Me, I'm a terror.
Upon release, York Peppermint Patties became a regional sensation. It was not until 1972 when the York Cone Company was bought by the Peter Paul Company, or as I like to call them, the Pee-Pee Company.
And they merged with the Mary Company.
But it's Merry.
They launched York Peepees nationally within the United States.
You gotta launch your pee-pee.
You got it.
Send that
Projectile
thing.
Pee-Pee.
Then Valentine's Day was last week.
In 1988, the Peter Paul Company merged with the Hershey Company, who are the current producer of York Peppermint Patties.
Do their tentacles know no bounds?
They are,
The Disney of candy.
yeah, pretty much.
They're the Ursula of candy. Damning words.
Wow, an
Damning. Those poor unfortunate souls.
Today, York Peppermint Patties are available in a variety of shapes and sizes, but the original is by far the most popular offering, selling an estimated 1.5 billion patties a year.
B.
You know, it'd be good a hamburger, like an animal style hamburger. Is that or is it the Flying Dutchman when there's no bun and it's
Yeah,
just
it's a
like
Flying
Dutchman.
So a Flying Dutchman, which for those who don't know it, in and out. If you order, so it's no buns, but 2 patties are the buns.
2 patties are the buns and there's cheese in the middle.
Okay, so yeah, put some cheese on these.
Yeah. What we're getting at.
But enough talking, let's get to chewing. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute these.
Okay. Am I misremembering, or did there used to be green on the packaging? Maybe I'm just thinking of Junior Mints.
Maybe you're thinking
Were they
Junior
always this blue, white and blue?
They're Hanukkah colors.
As far as I remember.
This is Hanukkah candy now.
This is on, yeah, we're taking it back. The lettering on this, it's a blue circle with a white,
elegant,
and that Y.
and the Y is lowercase, which is really
Yeah,
it's
love.
really
Yeah.
it's a nice touch on that.
a very nice
I
touch.
love a big capital cursive letter.
But it's lowercase. I just said it's.
Oh, what else? Yeah, sorry,
I like a big capital
capital
lowercase letter.
lowercase letter. That's
which is
big.
why I hate this.
Yeah.
You know, I think we talked about the Japanese flag a while back of like how
right.
simple
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. This is like the
setting moon.
Yeah.
To the rising
It is
sun.
the
Yes.
rising blue moon. Blue moon.
Blue Moon. You just always stand me alone.
They're pretty big. Like these are what, like a quarter, $half
Oh,
size?
yeah,
like a
half dollar easy.
And this proves
If
that I
not
could
bigger.
swallow $half if I really wanted to. A little bumpy, little wavy. It looks like a really beautiful. What's the artist who drew waves? Japanese, I think.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but don't know the name of the artist.
Okay. This looks like that guy's art. It looks like a vignette of the ocean at night. It makes me want to read haikus.
It really just looks like a Thin Mint cookie.
It does. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Well,
It looks exactly
It
like a
does
Thin Mint.
look
And
like
it smells like how we could smell the cherry through the chocolate and the
Yeah.
cherry cordials. This is so minty.
you ain't hiding that mint.
there's a lot of recipes where you just shove a York peppermint patty in like a brownie or a cookie or something.
Whoa.
This is the Flying Dutchman we're going to do. 2 York peppermint patties.
Peppermint patties.
We got a little
Tony
peppermint
Chocoloni's
patty.
back from the dead,
Yeah.
aka Sicily. But we're going to put a Thin Mint cookie in between.
Oh,
Oh
Yes.
my God, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good, right?
We should snap test this, boys.
Oh, yeah, let's snap
We're gonna
it.
snap test.
Okay, so you just snap it.
Snap
you
it in
just,
half.
yeah, you just
see
snap
if it
it
passes.
and does it snap down the
Holy
center?
crap. Well, it snapped mostly down the center. That might have been on me, though.
There should be some resistance.
A little push. little push
the
back.
fact that yours is pretty
It's
good.
pretty
The fact
clean,
that
though.
it snaps though, because I remember these being like pull apart, kind of soft. I don't remember them being this hard, but this is like it almost looks like shaved coconut inside.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
That's
It's
how
so
thin
like
thick it is.
it almost looks like cotton is
Yeah,
in there.
Cotton. This is
Yeah.
asbestos flavor. That's why
how I know it. From all the schools I used to go to growing up.
and take a bite out of.
It does look like fresh snow.
It
All right.
does. Okay, so let's
Should we eat this?
let's try this thing.
Let's try this thing.
York Peppermint Patty.
Yeah, that chew. I like that chew.
Yeah. The well, it takes a second for the taste to hit.
Mm-hmm.
When it
It's
does
a slow
that,
build.
Yeah, it's a slow build. The mint really gets in there by that point. But the texture, the softness, without being gooey, that's what it kind of has a leg up on Junior Mints to me because it's not like eating bugs. Like the
But I love bugs.
It's got a bounce to the bite, and I like that a lot.
It has the same chewiness to a Junior Mint, but it doesn't have the gooiness of a Junior Mint.
Yeah.
But that being said, I kind of prefer the flavor of the mint in a Junior Mint to this because this tastes just like a mint,
Yes.
if that makes sense,
Yeah.
rather than mint flavor in chocolate.
Totally. This is a mint you can chew.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't taste chocolate. I see the chocolate more as a functional delivery system to mouth.
It's like the chocolate covered halva, which will come out soon. Yeah, I don't taste the mint is so powerful. I don't taste chocolate.
yeah.
No, I taste the chocolate.
So like, I know we have different philosophies on this. For me,
Freudian,
yeah.
social.
Why would you vagina that?
Why would you socialize that?
For me, you don't sit down and eat mint chocolate or a mint.
Oh, I do.
Right.
It is a functional thing, like I said, after a meal to freshen your breath, blah, blah, blah. So that strength is welcomed for me.
This, I think, can do that. Junior Mint is meant to be sat and eaten because they make your mouth smell.
They make it stinky caca.
But this, I'm going to have another one and smell my own breath. We're all going to smell each other's breath.
Yeah, let's get in there too.
How does your breath smell? Does your breath smell good after this or
I mean, I
taste
got the
mint.
sensation in my mouth, and I don't know if it smells
I'm going
good.
to try this other one.
I would imagine it does. It feels good in my mouth.
It smells great. Okay, I'm going to try snapping
Yeah,
this
snap
one.
test that bad boy. Oh,
It was off center
yeah,
again,
but it's
like
pretty clean.
it's very clean. Mm-hmm. It was I thought I was going to be pulling it apart.
Yeah, it's not that gooey, stretchy. It's a very fluffy filling. Like, oh yeah, it was way off center. It's a strong mint flavor.
Who wants to kiss me?
Oh, me.
Oddly, my breath kind of smells like chocolate, but I'm still not tasting chocolate.
No, yeah,
It's
there's no chocolate here.
Like very, very little, if any.
I mean, look at the ratio. Look at how small the layer of chocolate is compared to the mint, which is like a mound of mint. But that's not a mound, but you know what I mean.
These are so
mound bar
cool
of mint.
and refreshing
Yeah.
that freezing it kind of scares me.
Yeah.
Like putting a cold thing that will also get colder. In
Yeah.
my
It's
mouth.
like running in winter.
Yeah.
Are you ever receding gums? Since the last recording, you got
Yeah,
receding gums? Interesting. I got corpse gums put on, so I've been grafted, which I actually do have to make an appointment to do.
You get corpse grafted?
So, yeah, some of my gums are so receded, they're going to have to put the gums of a corpse on me. And it's going to start, if I say any crazy things in the next few weeks, it's because I have corpse gums. Yeah. It's not me talking. Yeah. It's the corpse of Archie Bunker.
I got a corpse from Argentina, so I might be speaking a little German.
So I've had 1.5 at this point, and I'm starting to feel overwhelmed.
Me too.
Like I'm kind of reaching that. I'm done. Get some water in me or something.
Yeah, I needed to guzzle water. It's a very mint can be really refreshing, and you can down a bunch of mints almost like anxiously. The chocolate's slowing down the process of the mint. Like it's a good taste, but it's eating away at the refreshing quality of it. The chocolate. My tummy hurts.
Yeah.
The mint is supposed to help your tummy.
Not this one.
I think the emphasis is the mint.
Yeah, to me, because I have mints that I have around in case I've got, I just ate my regular lunch of a tuna and onion and anchovy and melted cheddar and
butt.
garlic sandwich and butt, little butt on the side. And the mints that I have to just freshen my breath, this isn't going to taste good. I'm just having a mint.
Yep.
That's what this tastes like.
It's approaching that. It's approaching that Altoid.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's not quite that far because
No.
is the texture is taking it. The texture with the chocolate is keeping it in the realm of candy rather than just functional.
Yeah.
Which while mints are candy, rather than functional candy.
Yeah. Totally. 100%.
Am I thinking? Well, it's a weird analogy, or at least it's an image in my head of
Me dancing.
you dancing to that Pokemon song. Something that is designed to set itself on fire, and then the same mechanism throws like the what's it called? The fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
It is
fire suppression
the
system.
fire suppression system. So something sets itself on fire, then there's a suppression. Is the same way
it's like a yin and yang.
The mint is building up, but the chocolate doesn't allow it to hit a spicy peak. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like it dismantles itself the more it goes
It's like
along.
the things they put on big rigs so that they won't go over like 55 miles per hour.
Sure.
Like it's a limiter.
The
It's a
limiter.
hard
Yeah.
limiter.
This chocolate's a hard limiter. It won't let the mint get spicy, but you get the refreshing quality, or you can get the refreshing quality.
Yeah. The biggest thing for this is another texture thing, because it does just taste like mint, but it's a very good texture.
Yeah, I
it's
do
a
like the
great
texture a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so then let us know now how much. Where'd you get this, and how much? I see you got a Stater Bros bag.
I got a Stater Bros bag. I got to do some research because I got this for $3.99. It came at a
he
white
stole
elephant.
it.
Five-finger discount,
Yeah.
which I used to think meant you slapped the cashier with your 5 fingers and then took whatever you wanted.
I put my hand in his mouth. 5-finger discount. See if you can swallow the whole thing, pal. If my wrist hits your throat, I'll pay for it.
You can get this on Instacart for $1.25.
Whoa.
And how
That's
many
a
were in
5
each
pack.
packet? That's a 5-pack of them.
The 5 long.
the delivery is $40.
I know.
Because some places do, like I said in a previous episode, they have like a bowl of them that you
Yeah.
can buy like 25 cents each or something.
Yeah.
But in high school, at the CVS next to our high school, we used to go because at the pharmacy in it, there was a bowl of them that I, at the time, was sure that they were free. So we would go and take one every day. And now looking back on it 20 years later, I'm not sure if they were free
And no
or
one
not.
stopped you. No one hassled you.
No one stopped us because
Free.
also there was no price on it. Like
Yeah, free.
Do you get rock hard doing it?
I did do it for the thrill. I would get outside the door and then throw it back in.
That's why I say when I steal cars, there's no price on it.
Yeah.
It's just sitting on the street.
No, yeah.
Who would leave this on the street?
The keys were in the ignition of these York Peppermint Patties. What was I
The
supposed to do?
wires that I hot wired was just there in the car.
But I feel like you can get these individually. Maybe like at a hardware store. Like they would have
Like a
thing
hardware
that-
store, like a mom and pop Italian
Yeah.
restaurant.
Oh, no, you're speaking my language.
Hey, try the spaghetti.
I'm here all week.
Oh, here all week.
Totally. Yeah, this is like a mom and pop quarter candy for sure.
Yeah.
Mom and pop quarter candy. Mom and pop quarter make the best spaghetti. So now let's write down our ratings of these out of 0 to 5 cavities. What would we give these out of 5 cavities? 5 being the greatest. And we'll also say which one's our favorite. First or second one that you ate.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
This is a hard one for me.
because it's so bordering on mint for me, but it does taste good.
Yeah, see, it's like, I don't want to like totally trash this because it's not garbage.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give it this amazing score. And then is that admitting that mint is greater than sweet candies for me? I don't know. That's what's hard for me.
We have too much pride.
Yeah.
That's our problem.
I know. Yeah.
Just be oblivious to any integrity like
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Be totally prideless. Like Greg.
He has nothing. Look at him.
Okay, so are we all locked in on our ratings
I'm
here?
locked in.
Greg, how's your pride going?
Yeah. Let's get a rating on your pride.
He's licking orange juice off the floor.
Barefoot,
What
cross-legged.
pride? Yeah. Right, we're all locked in on our score. So we'll start with me. I'm the left of you. I prefer junior mints. I very much prefer junior mints, but I kind of prefer the toothsomeness and the like substantialness of the York Peppermint Patty.
Right.
But the flavor of a junior mint and the poppability of the junior mint, I think, is much better. It was a lot of mint, not a lot of chocolate, but that texture's great. It's really
yeah.
a texture thing. So I gave it a 3.25. That's what I am going to,
Nice.
because I thought it was. Yeah, it's towing the line of is this a mint or is this a yummy candy?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, totally. Yep.
But
it blurs that line.
It really the texture of it carried it to above a 3 for me.
Yeah.
I like it. Not my favorite mint.
Sure.
Maybe.
Okay.
Not my
Okay.
favorite mint chocolate candy. What about
Yeah.
you?
I love York Peppermint Patty. I like my York PPs. Eating it though, as always, when we have to question it and we eat it in front of each other,
Yeah.
it changes a little bit. And I wrote down, is this $50 too big? And I kind of go with you, like if it was more poppable, because I ate 1.5 and I'm already
York
slowing
Poppers.
York Poppers. But I like the patty shape. I like the texture of this more than Junior Mints.
Yeah.
I even like the ratio of mint to chocolate. I like that it's more minty than chocolatey, even though I was saying like it prevents it from being a spicy mint. And
that's a spicy mint ball. That's a spicy mint patty. I don't remember my voice. I lost it 2 words into the whole thing. So a Junior Mint is liquid.
Yes.
Mostly
it's
liquid.
gooey.
This is mostly cotton
Yeah.
fluff.
sure, yeah, fluff. But I like the fluff though because I like stretchy candy, so I like
Yeah.
a little softness.
It's almost more like a look bar. It's more akin to a look bar.
Which is the best. We agree. This is a 5.
I didn't agree to that.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, my what, baby? Hickory dickory duck.
So I gave it a 3 because it has a lot of good things going for it, but I
Yeah.
still like after eating it suddenly was trying to revise it. Be like,
Yeah.
what if it was this way? What if it's this? So I think 3 is fair for a York Peppermint Patty, which I do care about a York
Yeah,
PP. I
yeah.
care about their reputation. They mean a lot to me.
It's a very unique thing, also.
It is.
Because it's like the blade of is it chocolate, is it mint?
Yeah.
Which there wasn't much chocolate, but it has more of a chocolate adjacent texture than a vampire or whatever I'm trying to say.
I mean, Kessler worked really hard to make sure it was
Right.
distinguishable.
Yeah.
And I think he succeeded.
Yeah.
I prefer his ice cream cones. Stay in your lane.
What about you?
I do not need a mint candy to be poppable. That is not a criteria.
Because you
for
don't
me.
see it as candy. You
No.
see it as, hey, baby, I'm going to kiss you now. Let's make my
lay
breath
one on
smell
me.
even worse.
Yep. And so the goal was to make it satisfying and refreshing. And I
Right.
think the goal was achieved.
Yes, it is refreshing as opposed to a Junior Mint, again, which after eating a lot of Junior Mints, it feels syrupy. It feels thick in your mouth.
Yeah.
I do feel refreshed.
Yeah. So in that functional sense, I give it high regard. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good, solid mint candy. Andy's might be better, but we haven't done it yet, so who knows?
Yeah, that is a better candy.
So,
But that's a green mint.
yeah. And Andy's does not have this texture.
Yeah.
And this texture is hard to compete against.
While this is mint forward, Andy's is chocolate forward.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
Yeah.
I think this is a solid candy, and I give it a 3.
Double threes.
Threes.
And,
And you remember what we said about double threes? We get to hit the other person in the stomach.
Whoever says does it.
the one that doesn't. You know what we say about 3 and a 3.25, right? Gotta go. Yeah, that I think we're all. I probably gave it a little higher because the fact that there was chocolate involved
Yeah.
boosted it. But I think we're all in alignment on this in general. I've got a 0.25 handicap on this. So,
Plus or minus.
plus or minus 0.25.
It's a curve.
So would you be excited to get this on Halloween? Yeah, of course. I would be
Yeah.
excited. But it's do you see this on Halloween?
I was just about to say, I don't think I've ever seen this on Halloween, and it should be part of
Yeah.
Halloween. I mean, not.
They're the right size.
Yeah, they are the right size. You can get a regular size Junior Mint the way you're getting other fun size candies.
Imagine
Yeah.
a Junior Mint this big, though.
That thing that big. And remember in the Seinfeld episode, they used
a
a
York
York PP instead of a Junior Mint because
Right.
it's too small. Do you get Junior Mints fun size? I can't remember.
Probably in a
I
little
think,
box.
yeah, I think in the episode we discussed, I wish they did that. And since that came out, I have seen that.
I have,
that
okay.
They do it almost like in those little Whopper boxes.
The
that
Whopper
they
boxes,
do.
yeah. What about you?
I wouldn't want a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
But I would want to see some representation.
Sure. A
Yeah.
couple of silver spots. in that bag.
Finally.
Yeah. This is what he picks for representation.
Hashtag Halloween 2 not minty.
And you know what would be cool? That texture with different flavors.
Yeah.
I think that could really
yeah.
take this.
This with a
Somewhere.
little orange inside.
Yeah.
Look at that, spooky.
Like a minty orange or just orange?
Minty.
We'll try both.
Yeah, we'll try
see.
both. Yeah.
Fine. I don't want to try the minty orange. I just want the regular orange.
You know what? I forgot my did you know?
Oh my God.
Did you know that February 11th is Valentine's?
I didn't know that. So that's 3 days before Valentine's Day. Interesting. So it's a whole new holiday.
That's the confusion.
Yeah. I've been getting it right this whole time.
It's a cultural thing.
I'm not a dog wearing clothes.
Greg's culturally stupid. Oh.
Did you know that February 11th is National Peppermint Patty Day?
Oh, really? Coming
That's
up.
wait a minute.
Did you get me anything for National Peppermint Patty?
And not that peppermint patty.
It's not the Peanuts character?
No, not that one. But speaking of, did you know that Charles M. Scholes, is that how you say it?
Scholes, yeah.
Scholes?
Wait, Scholes or Schultz?
I've heard both.
I always say Schultz.
I say Schultz too, but I think it's Schultz.
Dr. Schultz?
Continue, please.
The creator of the Peanuts comic strip
It is Schultz then.
was once inspired by a bowl of candy. He decided to name one of his characters Patricia
Schroeder. A bowl of Schroeders.
Bowl of Schroeders, yeah.
Peppermint Patty Reichhardt after musing over a bowl of peppermint candy.
That's Peppermint Patty's real name?
Yeah, I think she's German. Isn't that
She's the
change things?
Reichhardt. Yeah.
Charles Schultz would have killed
Actually,
her.
didn't you know they're all German? Didn't you know that?
Did you know
Aw.
Peanuts is actually white ribbon?
So he was processing his trauma.
He was Snoopy all along, trying to take down the Red Baron.
There's so many stories about him that you're like, of course he made Peanuts. There's so many sad stories. I won't even tell one. They're too sad.
Save it for save it for Dr. Schultz, our Peanuts recap podcast. So was it these particular candies he was?
No, hard to say. Hard to say.
Hard to
Because
say.
peppermint patties as a concept had existed.
Now, what about Marcy's? Have you ever had Marcy's?
Is that a peanut joke?
Yeah, it's a peanut joke. She's the little girl that follows Peppermint Patty.
Okay.
Nothing is a better response to a peanut joke than is that a Peanuts joke?
Is that a Calvin and Hobbes joke? I would have made that joke, but I'm like, what's the little girl's name that follows Peppermint Patty around?
Oh, you mean the one who's me? And actually, I'm Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
The perpetual loser.
Yeah.
If it's not the Peanut Christmas album,
Don't know it.
Don't know what's going on.
Don't know it. Are they dancing weird? Then I don't know it. Nailed it.
Oh, you've seen the girl who goes like this? That's Marcy. This is Marcy.
That's the typical Marcy pose.
So before we get into our game, though, which I'm very excited about, we have, of course, our pre-game plug. It hurts my throat with this mint.
Too minty.
I'm a Tony Chocolonely. My voice.
I shouldn't have mixed beer and peppermint patties and spaghetti, which I ate previously.
My peppermint spaghetti.
Yeah.
So we asked this last time, but I thought about Marcy. We asked this last time, but now I'm asking once again. Follow us on our TikTok at Candy is Dandy Pod. Follow us there. All the autopsy videos are there. And here's in particular what I need you all to do. When you see one of our videos, repost it. Because that's the way that it gets shown to more people. More people means more incentive for us to keep doing this. So you can help in your tiny, all it takes is a little touch of your finger.
I know.
Push the button now.
That's not too much to ask. A little click.
Yeah.
You won't even lift a finger for us?
Are you not proud to be a fan? Are you embarrassed to say that you listen to Candy?
Yeah, you
is
won't partially
Dandy?
depress a finger
Yeah.
for us?
Just
Are you not
partially.
Devo? Please lift a finger for us
Lift
and then drop the finger again on the repost button.
We've been coming here on our days off. Sometimes
know.
on our days on. And you.
Yes.
You.
You know how many fingers I lifted to get here? How many fingers do you have, Greg?
After
One.
I got some look bar on the finger, so I bit that one off. It's so good.
For every 5 that you give, you lose a finger.
Yeah, lose a finger. Yeah.
You know what I want to do?
Eat look bar?
Yeah. A minty look bar. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
big shout
our
out.
resident artist.
Clerks.
Yeah.
Clerks 2.
Dog rats.
And for the low price of what, $3?
On our Patreon, if you sign up at the $3
You get
level.
a hand-drawn image.
Customized just for you.
That's insane. That is art.
By a quality artist. He's
I know.
great.
What the heck? Does he?
Okay, so that is on our Patreon. If you go to that, patreon.com/candyisdandy or candyisdandypod. But yeah, for $3 level. So to pile on to Kevin Smith's accolades, he makes
Monsters.
He makes he designs and crafts figures of Godzilla for the Godzilla company.
Wow.
Like this is a professional artist.
I know.
What do you think about Godzilla?
Oh, you want to talk about Godzilla?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
It was
okay,
really
right.
good. I think you would like it.
This
It was
episode's
really
running a little short, so let's talk about
good.
Godzilla.
Let's talk
for
about
like 3
Godzilla
minutes.
-1 for a second.
But no, he is a professional artist, and for just $3,
I
he
know.
will make one of you. He'll make you into Godzilla.
Don't do it for us.
Yeah.
Do it for
Do it
him.
for
Kevin.
Support his
Support
art.
him.
Do it for Godzilla.
Do it for Godzilla.
Make Godzilla -1, Godzilla plus two
Plus
because
two.
it's $3.
You might have to plug this in later, but does he have any social media? You can...
Screw him.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait. Are we still recording? Okay, good. Screw him. If he's not working for us, it doesn't matter.
If he's not here on the stage right now, then who cares? I'll look it up.
I think at KevZillatar. Let's get
Wow.
back to Godzilla. But I don't know if that's his personal account or dox him. If you get the chance, please
Find out
dox
where he
Kevin
lives.
Smith. Yeah. But yeah, you can do that. Just that's 2 plugs. 2 plugs for the price of one.
Yeah, he
deserves it.
Yeah.
So now we have our candy game. Okay.
I was told that I have to stay off the internet for 3
Yes.
days.
Really?
And I saw that you had almost seen, but you looked away.
I looked
So you did
away,
not
but
see.
I was just letting Instagram Reels play while I type stuff.
You're telling me he bullies you when you're at home too?
at home on my
Dang.
day off.
only bully him at home.
Is there another mode to Daniel?
Well, I'm not his boss at work. I'm his
Yeah.
boss when I'm at home.
Yeah, this is Mr. Spacely. I get video chats like chat sound. Oh, nothing, boss. Jeez.
It's Back to the Future 2, and when you come
Yeah.
home, I send you faxes. You're fired.
And you're paying for this fax.
And then you start racing Flea for some reason. Yeah, you're paying for this fax. That's 25 cents. It's coming out of your last paycheck. Okay, so first off, I have a good name for this game. It's called Do Androids Dream of Electric Peeps?
Oh, wow.
Very good.
So I
like
asked
that.
the two of you and also myself to design if you can't ask yourself, you can't ask others. So I asked all of us to design our dream candies. So it could be whatever we wished existed in this world but does not. So I asked both of you to give me as much detail as possible, and now I can both tell you why.
Uh-oh.
I can tell you both why. So I inputted our descriptions into an AI image generator.
Oh, my God.
With some tweaks so that the dumb robots could understand it. So I had to
Okay.
rearrange some of the words, but the ideas are all the same, and had images created of each of these, which I'm going to send to you after I tell you what each one is. And I then posted these on the Candy Reddit and on our Instagram account with the descriptions of them, and had people vote to see which one looked and sounded
we're
best.
sending Greg to a mental asylum now because
Yes.
of what he
Wow.
described.
Well, we will get to Greg's.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is. There are so many funny images that I will like. I hate that people can't. I'm going to post all these, but I hate that people can't see it with us. So I'll tell you my description, and then I will send you what it came up with for mine, the best looking one, because I had to do this several times until one looked edible.
Oh, okay.
So here's the description for mine. And there were some words I had to take out because it was like, we can't use that word because it'll generate explicit content. So what I went with was a big, toothsome, dark chocolate bar filled with layers of smooth peanut butter, red strawberry cream, chocolate mousse, and dark chocolate fudge.
Wow.
Pieces of
That's specific.
Pieces of
Cramming the chocolate.
It's just dense. It's shaking. It's so dense.
pieces of crisped rice and potato chicks. They're the cover band of the Dixie Chicks.
They're like pinups, but for potatoes.
So potato chips are it's to get chickens really horny. The potato chips and the crisp rice are mixed inside, and the entire bar is topped with hardened milk chocolate buttercream.
Buttercream.
So
oh my God,
I
dude.
am now going to send both of you. I think we have a group text somewhere in here. It's called "Don't Talk to These Two on Your Free Time." Okay, so I'm going to send you what mine looks like.
Never for free.
Okay, here comes mine. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, let's see this.
Let's see who has better service.
Yeah.
Yeah, who gets it faster? And this is a test of Samsung.
You got it
Okay.
already? Got it.
Yeah, I got it. This looks.
Wow.
There are parts of this that look really good.
Can you read the description one more time? Because it was really involved.
And all of you, look on our Instagram at Candy is Dandy Pod. They're on there already, but you can. I'll post more things about this when this episode comes out. So
Do you have a layer of raw meat in here? It looks like a piece of sushi.
yeah, I asked for a dead squirrel to be in it too.
Yeah, some blood.
Okay, so look at it. A big toothsome dark chocolate bar filled with
Okay.
layers of smooth peanut butter. So you see that.
Yep, I see it on the
Red
top.
strawberry cream, which they put chunks of strawberry in there with it, which I'm okay
Yeah.
with. Chocolate mousse and dark chocolate fudge. Pieces of
Oh, I see
crisped
it.
rice and potato chips are mixed inside. The entire bar is topped with hardened milk chocolate buttercream.
You think
Wow.
the strawberry and the peanut butter are going to go well together? And also there's potato chips?
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
think. I know that they will go well together.
That's a crazy combo.
Wait a
That
minute. You're
is-
asking me if peanut butter and jelly goes well together? This is what you're asking me?
I never had a peanut covered strawberry. I don't think of it as jam. I don't look at a strawberry and think like, oh, that's like a sandwich.
But it's think of it as a chunky jelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
The salty potatoes is what throws me off.
That's just to kind of break up the sweetness.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
so that's that one. It looks
beautiful.
It looks great. This took so many different tries to get it to look like this. Okay, so
it really does look like a piece of sushi, though.
I even like the little crumble on the bottom left corner.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's a potato chip, baby.
And that's how you potato chip.
So, okay, Beto, we're going on to yours.
All right.
So here was yours.
Mine must have been hard then.
Yours was really hard.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sorry, dude.
I was silently cursing you, but then I realized, well, I didn't tell him what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So yours was, I'm giving the wording that you gave me. I had to change it to make it better for AI. You know, they're so dumb. It's a mixed candy bag similar to the Munchie snack mix. It comes with 4 candies: sour licorice bites, sour jelly beans, gummy worms, and my own concoction that is a sweet tart rope cut into segments and covered in Nerds. So the filling is more substantial than Nerds rope, but they are bite-sized and use the original sized Nerds. So this took a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
because there was so much going on that it basically just kept giving me a pile of jelly beans like over and over again. So this is what yours, and the best image I could get of what yours looks like. Okay, let's see who gets this one first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I feel like this one kind of captured the Nerds rope.
The Nerds rope.
The sweet tart Nerds rope.
Wow, this does look really good.
I see the sour jelly beans.
I think that those...
This is like the Chex Mix of candy. Go ahead.
Exactly, the Munchies mix. That's what the Nerds rope parts look pretty good to me.
Yeah,
actually.
they look good.
Really crispy and crunchy.
I don't see the sour licorice.
That's how do you convey sour? Because like even the gummy worms, like I don't see a worm. I just kind of see tubes.
Yeah, a lot of tubes going on.
Yeah, just put some tubes in there.
Well, this one actually, this one has a bonus because it also generated some bags of this, like packaged versions. Wow. So this is what it would look like in its if you saw this on the shelf.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. No. That's crazy.
They AI does not quite understand English, so there are 4 bags. One is labeled Geppy. Another one is labeled cans. Another one is Tweers. And then Gunlow Deckeries.
Well, I can die for a Gunlow Decker right now.
So now we have the most controversial one, which is Greg's.
It's like something's wrong with his brain.
So you've got a lot of splaining to do after this one. Here is his description. A version of Nerds called Nerds Old Road. It's a stretchy taffy with Nerds embedded flavors: orange, watermelon, cherry, mojito, and goat cheese.
Oh, no.
So what is your explanation here of that one? Do you actually want this, or was this a joke?
I was thinking of like what's soft and a flavor that I threw a lot of fruits in there, and then I threw a fruity drink. I'm like, well, what's an opposite flavor that I still really enjoy the taste? And it was goat cheese.
Okay,
because I didn't want to pick brie.
So it was serious. I didn't want to sound fancy.
Yeah, I don't want to confuse
anyone.
So
it was a serious submission.
Yeah,
which is shocking.
What, that I eat like goat cheese? You're a pig.
I'm sending this to you right now. Of what this took a lot too.
It's a search warrant.
So this one is such a wild card.
Oh.
It kind of looks good though.
It looks like a body part.
It does.
A decomposing
it looks like
piece of flesh.
A clown's body part.
They killed it.
Wow.
Oh, what if Elizabeth Short was a clown?
And this one also it looks like a clown's femur, but it also came with packaging.
Let's see this packaging.
Wow.
Oh, words.
So yeah, this one, because a lot of these, it was hard for it to understand. No, I want the Nerds on the taffy.
Yeah.
So I had to keep recreating it.
Isn't that wild? We both wanted something with Nerds on it.
Yep. Isn't that
That's
strange
amazing.
that we think so similarly?
You are what you eat. And I am strawberry cream.
And I'm going on the Instagram to read comments.
I have the results here and some comments. So I posted this across Reddit and Instagram. I gave the full descriptions. I asked everybody what they wanted. So, Beto, the number of people who voted for you,
is
95.
Wow.
95 people. I got...
That's a lot.
It's probably look how beautiful yours is.
For
Nate.
mine,
It's
I
not
got
fair.
213
You
votes for me.
serious?
Greg got 16
Hell
votes.
yeah.
Which, that's a lot for what he's describing.
Excuse me.
The goat cheese, bro.
I need names so I can make friends with these people.
So some of the comments for mine, some people felt mine had too much going on or was going to be too hard to eat. Nick from the Tennis podcast said that anyone who voted for Beto's is a serial killer. And for several people, for you, Greg, felt that it was psychotic and also repulsive to have goat cheese.
Well, you got to pick one and not the other. How can something psychotic be repulsive?
I feel like his packaged image though is really good.
Yes, the packaged
I would
image
buy
for
that
his is
candy.
good. Weirds?
Oh,
Nerds,
yeah,
nerds, nerds.
Weirds with 2 E's sometimes.
Yeah, people were you would have had so many more votes though, but many people said I was gonna pick that one, but then you got to goat cheese and you lost me.
Yeah, you could have taken it without the goat cheese.
I think it would have been very close against mine if you hadn't had goat cheese.
No, I won't let up. I'm stubborn and I want what I want.
Whatever the people want is not what I want.
It's not for me.
I also think your image is just so beautiful that
it's better to like chocolate. Look what you're admitting. Chocolate looks better than a nerd's.
This image compared to that image looks way better.
It's really strange
Okay.
how the architect of this game suddenly had the best image. It's very strange how
If
that
it
works.
took maybe 12 images to generate one good one of mine, it took probably 40 for each of yours to get what I came up with, to get those pieces of garbage.
Garbage.
But like gummy candy doesn't look as appealing as like a nice piece of chocolate does.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't. That's what I'm realizing here with these pictures.
But then again, people read the descriptions too. It
Yeah,
wasn't just based on looks.
Totally.
But I also, as an extra special bonus for everybody, I put into the AI, create me an image of a red-haired Jewish man and 2 Mexican men hosting a candy review podcast.
Oh, no.
And here they come.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't like this. You described me wrong. And it's going to be the Greg Gonzalez from Cigarettes After Sex.
Oh, I tried just to go along with your own description of yourself. I tried to do one of your candy and then at the end put being eaten by Paul Giamatti. But they wouldn't let me because he's a celebrity.
Damn it.
So then I did Taylor Swift naked and then I released all these images online.
I'm terrified.
Okay, so get ready for this. Which we were in tears laughing at some of these. Okay. These are a lot of files, so stand by for this.
I'm ready to get insulted.
Imagine if they get us, dude. It's us.
I know.
They kind of got us.
Oh
It's really
my
weird.
God. What? Oh my
I haven't got
God. That's scary, dude.
A lot of these are really upsetting and a lot of them are really accurate.
There's 4 of us in that one. Something went wrong.
For some reason, they kept making 4 of us. So some of them are different styles. Like some of them are like cute cartoon styles.
Yeah.
Some are Renaissance painting. Some are like surrealist painting.
I like the one with the green background where it's like a big green finger.
Yeah,
That
and
one's
I
good.
have a bell pepper for a head. That's the one that you like?
That last one's pretty good. I don't know who that guy in the front is, but the guy in the back is you without glasses.
I think the guy in the front is me with glasses. That's what I look like when I'm filming the autopsy.
You got to switch hair and take the mustache
Also,
off.
if you notice the one of the 2 people like this,
Yeah.
one of them has Hershey's Kisses for for pupils.
Oh, yeah.
God. Oh, yeah. No.
That's crazy.
I think the one that the one where I have a bell pepper head is kind of the one that looks most like us, but the one where it's 3 guys whose faces are melting off is kind of not far off.
It's not far off.
Is that the first one? Because that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very trash humpers.
But the one where it's like an old-timey painting and one guy's like, that's fairly accurate to what we do on this show.
Yeah, there's like a Picasso surrealist one that I like a lot. Not accurate because there's 4 of us, but
Yeah, that one, the one where we're all robots for some reason.
yeah, we're all robots.
But yeah, you can. I'll post these online, and you can see how accurate these may be.
Yeah.
but it is a wild ride trying to generate images of things that you want.
And you like just feeding information to the devil. Look at Kraftwerk here. Kraftwerk.
Yeah, that's the bell pepper head
Yeah.
one. So yeah, that was our special game, and that is our York Peppermint Patty episode. A strong day for Mint and for AI intelligence.
Oh, I know.
That game elicited a lot of responses from a lot. Like it struck a nerve with a lot of people of like, I really want this. I really don't want this.
Yeah.
Which one did they really want?
Well, there was one that had goat cheese on it.
That sounds great.
People love goat cheese.
Goat cheese and mojitos, they really like that.
A goat cheese mojito.
Yeah, 14 people wanted that.
Hey, come on. He got
Yeah,
16.
come on. 12 of them were
16,
me.
yeah.
Come on. Yeah, don't lowball me. It was 16.
So enjoy enjoy those pictures when they come out.
Yeah.
Hey, keep it fresh in that mouth
Yeah.
for any Easter bunnies you might be kissing soon.
Ooh, have a minty day.
Hey, Tony Chocoloni here. I'm here to get the final word, and that final word is cannoli. Tony Cannolioli. That's my brother. Where'd my voice go?